Hi, it's Jason. This is the third of 3 videos talking about logic functions. I'm going to show you how to use the if function to tidy up your true and false results. In this final section, I'm going to show you how to use the if function in combination with the ands or the ors to tidy up the results. So here's a formula I wrote in a previous video where I was checking to find any plasterers who charge more than 30 jobs or any plumbers who charge more than 10 jobs. Here's the formula at the top here. And as you go down here, you can see it's showing true or false. Now this is just a very small sample table. And in reality, your table is going to be much bigger with a lot more rows to them. So when you're scanning down, trying to find or spot the trues in that list, it can be tricky because they kind of merge all together. Your eyes go funny when you're scanning down fast. So I want to show you a technique using the if function to clean this up. Now just to remind you about how the if function works, it says test something. If the result is true, do this. If the result is false, do that. So it allows you to test one thing but go one of two ways as a result. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take my existing formula, just leave it as it is, but again insert my cursor straight after that initial equals and then introduce the if function with its opening bracket. Now the thing I'm testing is this entire or and statement. We know it's returning true or false, which is what the if function needs to work with. So I'm going to go straight to the end, place a comma, and then put my true and false components in. Again, if I click the FX here, it'll give us a breakdown. Here's the original formula. That's what I'm testing. The value if true says maybe asterisk. So a simple marker to say, look, mark it, flag it. The value if false, I'm just going to put quote, quote, which means show nothing, show a blank. And when I come down and click OK and copy that all the way to the bottom, you can see quite clearly it's marking those that were true with an asterisk, but everything else is now blank. It's nice and clean. Let's just center that so just for presentation. Now this marker could actually be anything. So rather than putting an asterisk, I might decide to put, say, a bunch of these. And again, if I copy that down, you've got those instead of an asterisk. So whatever your marker is fine. But I guess the more important bit here is the fact that I've got quote, quote for that false part, which shows a blank if it's false. That's how you can tidy your lists. So in these last 3 videos, I've shown you how to use the AND function by itself. I've shown you how to use the OR function by itself. And I've showed you how to use the AND the OR together to achieve certain things. And in this final video, I've just shown you how to clean up the results using an if function. So they're all logical. They're all based on true and false. They're all based around the same thing. So these 3 functions and a few others work perfectly together. I hope this has been useful. Now it's your turn. Go and get them.